So following on from my previous video about the carbon cycle, we're going to look at how carbon can affect climate change. So climate change is a long-term change in weather patterns. Now we see different weather patterns daily. Sometimes we have warm days, sometimes we have cold days with different weather. Increasing amounts of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere causes climate change. Now climate change doesn't happen overnight, it is a long-term change. Now I've been keeping weather records for years now, and we can find out what the weather was like through various different methods thousands of years ago, so we know what the climate's like and how it changes. Now naturally the earth fluctuates between hot and cold periods, but at the minute we're finding that we're accelerating that process, and the earth is heating up at the quickest rate it ever has done. And this is due to climate change. So the more carbon dioxide has been released into the atmosphere because of burning fossil fuels, so coal, oil and natural gas. We've burnt them to provide electricity, to heat our homes and fuel cars. This has released more carbon into the atmosphere. Also we have cut down a load of forests, so this is called deforestation. We've burnt them down to make room for crops and cattle. Therefore there are fewer trees to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Remember that trees take in carbon dioxide, they are carbon stores. By burning them, cutting them down, this releases all the carbon back into the atmosphere again. So I'm going to talk about what the greenhouse effect is now. So when the sun heats up the earth, it heats up the earth's atmosphere. The earth produces radiation, so heat. Some of this radiation bounces back off the earth's surface and goes back into space again. However, some of it is absorbed by carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and this carbon dioxide keeps the earth warmer than it would be if the radiation went back out into space. So the more carbon dioxide there is keeping the radiation in, the warmer the earth's going to get. Now we need a certain amount to keep it at a temperature so we can live on the earth, but if we have too much carbon in the atmosphere, too much heat stays in the earth and the earth then starts to heat up. So carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, and greenhouse gases trap heat in the atmosphere. So extra CO2 has caused an increase in global average air temperature. This is called global warming. So the impacts of global warming is that the polar ice caps are melting, and because they're melting a lot quicker, this increases sea levels, so it makes them rise, and therefore there's going to be more flooding. Another impact is there are more droughts, heavier rainfall and heat waves. There's more extreme weather patterns which make it more difficult for crops to survive, for us to provide food, for conditions for us and other animals to live in. So there's more extreme weather conditions, and the polar ice caps are melting at a much quicker rate and they don't refreeze again.